How's everybody doing today? So I found my notes and I just want to share them with you. So a buddy of mine asked me to look into, just dreams. If you go on Facebook, you'll find a page called something I did with like a food truck. I found this like company that builds them, and I was going to have one, but with COVID, what's going on with the COVID-19 and the coronavirus, which is the same thing. Basically, it just destroyed my ideas, and not my ideas, but the financial aspect of it. I don't have right now. I always thought about looking for an investor or somebody that would be interested in doing something like that. I want to call it Circles and Squares, and that's what my food truck name is going to be. Circle and Squares. It's going to be a circle and squares, apostrophe S, and a circle and a square. If you didn't know, it's slang, and it means a bologna sandwich with cheese. It's on a piece of white bread. The circle is the bologna, square is the cheese, white bread on top. It's not stuff I'll be making, but it's just a catchy name. Circle and Squares. Circle and Squares. And I think that'd be pretty awesome. Go right ahead and steal it if you want to. I only have 10 subscribers, and then anybody else that watches this video. But that's my dream. My dream is to own a food truck or a small cafe called Circles and Squares. And I hope that I'll do that one day. And I hope I get that opportunity to do that for you. And so I'm going to read some things that will probably make up, the different ideas that I have. And I'll post this little video that I made. I like to take candy, little pieces of candy, and magically make ideas and desserts from them. I did Starlight peppermint candy, and I made Starlight peppermint cheesecake, and you'll see that on a video I'll post later. So oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch that. So that's my speaker. A friend of mine who's a nurse saw my videos and said, you need something better to make this work. So she bought me this little speaker here that's attached to my shirt. It's like bringing me down. There we go. And it's an attachment for the phone. So iPhone has a little problem with their speakers. It's only one speaker. It's an awful thing. But anyway, I'm trying to learn to look also at you versus the side of you. My window is open, so I like to get some fresh air in my room and don't worry about my laundry. There was a cat here. That was Addison. He's now hiding. And so my call sign is called A Symphony of Cooking. And that's what my title of my book is going to be called, A Symphony of Cooking. And if you didn't know, I'm writing a book about my life, about my history, where I came from. I came from the Air Force. Well, I came from, that was Addison, who's making things wave. See his nice little butt there. And it's called A Symphony of Cooking. And so that's what I'm really hoping to do. So it's a long process. I have pads like this of things I've already written, and this is the third pad of notes. And somebody told me that writing is relaxing. I find writing is very relaxing. I love writing. I love writing stories. There's some stories on here, not really an X-rated story, R-rated, but it was about her. I think it was called The First Kiss. The other problem that I have, oops, sorry, I did that again. The other problem that I have is a little bit of short-term memory loss, and that was caused by my time in the Air Force. And I got concussion, hit in the head, and I had 3 mini strokes. If you didn't know that, I found out later that I was allergic to the gas. Put the mask, the gas. The dude that's over here with the machines, and before you go under, I was allergic to that stuff. I'm like 1% of the population that's allergic to that stuff. And I died on the operating table. Horrible story, horrible experience. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So here we are. This is called A Symphony of Cooking. And this is also based off something that I want to do. It's called the American Rail Car Food Truck, and that was the original name, the American Rail Car Food Truck. I had this crazy idea of taking a rail car, dismantling it, taking everything out, putting a small kitchen in, making a cafe out of a rail car. I went online and looked at how much that costs. My God, I would be poor. Investors are not, I don't think they're looking for a rail car to be turned into a cafe to feed people inside of. It's not something that I don't think people are really craving to sit in or eat inside. So that went out the window. Maybe I'm overreacting, but a food truck to start smaller, a single building to start, but you have to start small. Before I get to these notes, you have to start small, and that's my key word to you. You can't go big. You go big, you go home, and you'll lose everything. You have to start small. So there was all sorts of weird names. I thought of Eeny, Weeny, Miny, More. Eeny, Weeny, Enny, Weenny, Minny, More. Eeny, Weeny, Miny, More. I was going to do another food truck that was based off of hot dogs, and that was going to be the catch name. Eeny, Weeny, Miny, More. What do you think? I think it's catchy. I think it's weird, but I think it would work. So each week I'm going to read from my notes, and just so you know, if you're interested, leave comments. Each week it's a different menu until the favorites that people like are established. Most food trucks have an established menu, standardizing themselves as individuals, such as Jamaican, Asian, Italian, Mexican, and doing a twist on these and calling them a fusion of sorts. So you take any food truck right now, and they are looking for the next big thing. It's a fusion of flavors. That's where a symphony of cooking comes in. And do you want to be an American classic food truck, burger, fries, and soda, or one that serves fried foods? The list is endless on being fried. Americans love fried foods, and not just various kinds of French fries, but also deep fried Oreos. Anything dipped in sweet or sour, savory batter can be deep fried. Unless you want to stay trendy and healthy, then the menu changes. Farm and table, fresh vegetables, protein, sauces, all made from local sources. But the cost will always be considerably more. Outsourcing to local farms and small mom-and-pop locations could expand your intended market. Then there is the sweets category, not just candy or a rolling bakery, but providing something homemade that wows the customer. After doing a considerable research, Americans, and I'm not segregating one diversity over another, but we as a country love anything fried. Having one or two items on the menu fried would be beneficial. Now every restaurant in America has a food truck of some sort. So every food truck is realistically competing with each other to grab the customer's attention and of course feed them fabulous food, because basically that's the end result. Like I was just saying, everybody has a food truck to feed the country. A front end food truck is more versatile to move, and what that means is you've seen them. They have everything in the back and then a cab in the front. So that's a front end moving food truck. Then there's trailers. A trailer type is also good, that it can be placed, everything attached and kept at a location, locked up for days on use at county fairs, concerts, street shows, and so on. Other things to remember is the exterior of the truck or truck has to be eye-catching. The artwork on the trailer, the wrap, needs to be eye-catching. Unfortunately, you are not going to feed thousands or hundreds of customers without an eye-appealing wrap. The second thing is the menu. From my own personal experience, electronic menus, and I go on detail. I'm not going to read everything. Go on detail about the food truck, and you know I gave the ideas, the basics: soup, salad, entree, sandwiches, desserts, and 5 core items. Core for me is goals. This is not set in stone. This is just an idea for a future. And you know, I'm 48 right now, and I've been all over the world and seen good things and bad things and experienced a lot of crazy stuff. I'm looking at Maxie, who fell asleep from my voice. People say that my voice soothes them and puts them to sleep. I put my dog to sleep. Oh, Lord. So, again, my 5 core stages, they're goals. And each stage has something else that I want to show. And so it just goes on. The soup stage, salad stage, sandwich stage or core, entrees, and of course the 5th core, which is desserts. And then I talk about the different things and foods and places I experienced. I'll give you a couple examples of soon to a little bit of my book here. So we have signature soups: Senate bean with ham hocks, hearty vegetable soup, grilled or roasted vegetable, chicken noodle, chicken vegetable, beef vegetable, cream of broccoli, beer and cheese, and it goes on. Salads: Caesar salad, traditional and creamy, crispy baby greens with goat cheese and honey dressing, Cobb salad, lettuce wedge with blue cheese and bacon crumbles. All your food trucks can be based off different things. The core sandwich. Now the core sandwich is going to be based off the food truck's name, which is Circle and Squares. So you think I'm nuts right now. Addison just laid next to me in the sun. He's being all cute. But Circle and Square, bologna and cheese. Doesn't have to be bologna and cheese. It could be salami and cheese. It could be salami. Can be any type of meat and cheese, or cheese or meat on a piece of bread. Brioche, banana bread. What? Making a sandwich with banana bread? It's unheard of. Why? Why is it unheard of? It's an idea. That's all it is. It's like Krispy Kreme taking a donut, cutting it in half, putting a burger in the middle of it, put the top of the donut piece back on top and eating it. You can die from eating that, but it's an idea. It's an amazing idea. So you just remember, your ideas are amazing, and I'm going to leave it with that. So have a great day. I'll show some food photos and show some food videos, which people want to see anyway. Don't want to just hear me ramble. But I love you all. Take care and have a blessed day. Bye now.